Alright, here we go. So, wow, it's a beautiful morning. About 7:30 a.m. here. Sun just came up about 30 minutes ago, but feeling pretty good. Had a matcha this morning. Not too much caffeine, but a little bit of something to, you know what I'm saying, get the gears firing a bit. But yeah, so basically, just want to start making some of these videos to kind of document my journey and my progress as I'm training more. So been wanting to try out some different speed methods. So this program I just wrote, it's going to be a sprint lower upper split. So basically today, day one, doing some linear sprints, so more max velocity focus. Well, max velocity in quotations, since I'm not going to be going super far. It's going to be a 10-meter fly zone that I'm going to time, and then a 15-meter build-in. But eventually I want to stretch that out to be able to have 20-meter build-in, 25-meter build-in. So I'll be hitting hopefully more of a max velocity, especially just the kind of athlete I am. I think I'm probably not really hitting max velocity till I'm like at least 35, 40 meters, 45 meters out. And so really want to see how that progresses. And especially I haven't gone that far recently, been more focused on strength, hypertrophy, and now I want to see if I can get some of those strength gains into some actual speed gain in PR from that side of it. So yeah, so it should be good. And then for the lower body strength work, especially since I'm going to be doing that sometimes a day after the speed work, it's going to be more moderate volume, but I'm still going to be pushing the intensity. So, sets of 3, sets of 2 on a lot of the main movements, hang clean, sumo deadlift, back squat, and then accessories just to fill in some gaps. So hamstring curls, Copenhagen's, rear foot elevated split squats, things of that nature. And then upper body is always pretty much is what it is, especially when my emphasis is going to be on speed and lower body power. Upper body, it's basically like hit the basics, get some good bench volume in, get some good pulling volume in, some rowing volume in, call it a day from there. So more bodybuilding style, and the accessory work, fill the sleeves too. So, and also here to try out some new spikes. So we got the Nike pole vault. Found these bad boys on eBay, but yeah, gonna try them out. They're pretty stiff, so I think they'll be actually pretty decent for sprinting. I'll do some bounds and some plyos in those as well as part of my warm-up. I probably won't really film my warm-up because it's kind of boring. After that, I'll get the camera set up, put the timing gates up, and then we'll get going on the sprints. Also, I just kind of thought it was funny. This car pulled in about 4 or 5 minutes ago, and I moved my equipment over to lane 4 just because I didn't know if they were gonna start wanting to run laps and stuff. Dude, these bugs are gnarly. Oh my god.
You what?
And so I think it's like this older lady looks like. I think she's just gonna stay on that side, just doing like linear 100-meter runs or something. If you guys know that scene from SpongeBob where SpongeBob's like in the movie theater and he thinks people think that he's ugly when actually he just stinks. I hope I just don't stink right now. Cool. Alright, as you can see, I got the timing gates set up. Gonna make sure that they actually work, because this set of timing gates I got for like $150. So they're really cheap timing gates. Hence why they're a little janky sometimes. I always like to do just a couple walkthroughs and make sure they're good. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Cool. I'll run this first rep at about 85%, maybe 90%, and then we'll start going after that. My goal is to get 6 reps of this without a huge drop off, so as long as I can stay within, like, the goal is to be 95 to 100% effort each rep. So that's what Charlie Francis says is, max velocity, and once you get slower than 95%, it's just conditioning pretty much. And so if I can stay within 5% of whatever my best time is for today, I'll be happy with that. So goal is 6 reps. And of course that one didn't register. Let's go again. All right, well that one, first registered rep, 1.14. So, got some work to do. My best with a 10-yard build-in and 10-yard fly is 1.04. So, if I can't get in at least that realm from more building, that's not good. That's not good. We gotta figure something out. Let's go. Let's go. That rep didn't register. It started, but it didn't stop. So it felt better though, better than the first rep. So we'll see how this next one goes. Full rest, taking like at least 2-ish minutes between rest. Not really timing it, but just whenever I feel like my heart rate came back down a bit and I'm not breathing as heavy. Alright, so that was 1.12. Yeah, I feel like that one I may have popped up a little too early when I was in this zone. So especially in this fly zone, like I'm still gonna be accelerating. I'm not hitting top speed, so kind of like I said, I don't really think I'm hitting true max velocity till way down the track, maybe like around 40, 45 meters. So I think it's still good for me to stay a little bit low, not super low through this zone, but there's still going to be a bit of that forward lean, you know, because I'm still trying to get more of a horizontal push versus just a more vertical push. Okay guys, hold on a second. So I've been comparing my 10-meter fly time to my best 10-yard fly time. I'm an idiot. So actually, this might be a pretty decent speed. I'll have to do the math on that later, but yeah, so 1.12. Like I said, I haven't ran 10-meter yard fly or 10-meter flies before. It's always been 10-yard flies. I don't know, is 1.12 decent? I don't know. I'll do the math on that later, convert to miles per hour. But yeah. All right, people, this is why you don't have a lot of faith in timing gates that cost $150. That rep felt great, but obviously didn't get that one in. Wow. And that rep did feel like it was probably my best one. It felt like I was just gliding a bit more. As I hit the fly zone, felt like I was spending just less ground contact or less time on the ground. But yeah, I guess we'll see on this next one. Let's go, guys, come on. Whew, 1.05. Yeah, I feel like especially those last 2 reps, I was actually like fully warmed up. Just felt like I was gliding through this zone. So 1.05. Let's do the math on that real quick. That's 9.5 meters per second. All right, so that's 21.2 miles per hour. I'm good with that. So the closeout, I'm gonna clean these up, and then I'm just gonna do 1 times 150 at like about 70-80%. That's more for me to just get a little bit of high-speed running volume and then to work on those tall max velocity mechanics some more. So I'll clean these up. That'll take about a minute or so. Then I'll walk over to the 150 meter start, rip that, then we'll be done for the day. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I just ran that 150. I kind of doubt it was actually a 150 because I ran at about, felt like 75%, and it just, when I hit my stopwatch, it was about 19.5 or like 19.6, I think. I crossed the finish and I was like, I'm not that fast. So I don't know, it might have been more like a 140 or so, but regardless, we got the stimulus in. So yeah, thanks for being a part of this video, guys, and there'll be more to come. So please stay tuned. Peace.